Hello again, my friends, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I have something extremely important to share with you today. Something so important that most people may not know that they need to know, and some may know and may have not noticed. John 20:28. And Thomas answered and said to him, that's Jesus, my Lord and my God. There are those in Christianity that claim that Jesus is God. They say that Jesus is God in the flesh, that God came down from his throne and incarnated a man, that Jesus is fully God and fully human. This is not the truth, and the Bible does not teach this. But those that believe this want you to believe that Thomas in this verse calls Jesus Lord and God. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can tell that this is not true. Using the Blue Letter Bible, if you open this verse up, it will tell you more. Lord is in the nominative case, and God is in the nominative case. That holds a great significance, because if you look at the next verse, Jesus says to Thomas, and Thomas is in the vocative case. This vocative case is a direct address. So Thomas is directly being addressed by Jesus. In verse 29, Jesus says to him, Thomas. But in verse 28, my Lord and my God are not in the vocative case. That means Thomas is not directly addressing Jesus as my Lord and my God. Jesus is not being talked about in this verse either. Let me show you. Up in verse 16, Jesus says to her, Mary. Once again, I want to show you the vocative case. This occurs when there is a direct address. So, now you've seen it twice in the same chapter as John 28. You can know that Thomas is not directly addressing Jesus as my Lord and my God. But look at what Jesus says to Mary in verse 17. Touch me not, for I am not ascended to my Father, but go to my brethren. My brethren includes Thomas and the other 10 disciples at this time, because Judas Iscariot is no longer with them. But Jesus says, say to them, I ascend to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God. So Jesus is telling Mary that Jesus' Father is the Father of the disciples, and Jesus' God is the God of the disciples. Now, before we continue, I want you to think about something. There is only one God. So Jesus cannot be God if he has a God, and that is his testimony. I do not call Jesus a liar. There are some out there that will. I do not. Now moving on. Jesus' God is the disciples' God. So in verse 28, when Thomas says, my Lord and my God, he is not directly addressing Jesus as my Lord or my God, because it's not in the vocative case, and he is not talking about Jesus, because my God is Jesus' God. Thomas's God is Jesus' God. And that is what Thomas means by my Lord and my God. Stay tuned, because I have another video coming that will tell you more about what Thomas is meaning by that statement. I love you guys. Be safe and stay in the Word. Amen.